Hey, it's Rhianna. Good morning and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing an unboxing and setup and first impressions of my Robo Vac that I received for Christmas, so stay tuned. If you watched our Christmas vlog, I'll leave a link up in the eye. You know that Jonathan surprised me with a Eufy, I think it's pronounced. I don't really know. Some sort of Robo Vac. He did a bunch of research and he found like the best one for our price point. And after reading reviews and stuff, this is the one that he ended up getting me. So I didn't pick this out myself. I don't really know anything about the brand or anything other than that I trust Jonathan whenever he says that he does a bunch of research. And so let's take a look. Yeah, I don't know how to pronounce that. Eufy? I'm not sure. So this is the Robo Vac 11S robotic vacuum cleaner. The reason why I wanted a Robo Vac is because I spend a lot of time having to sweep the floors because of the dog. The dog is always tracking something in. That's one of the downfalls of having like no carpet. You start to feel it on your feet after a couple of days. And I do love my Crosswave. Don't get me wrong. And I'm still definitely gonna have to use this because this is not like a wet cleaning surface. So I'm still gonna have to, like, you know, once a week I'm gonna have to like clean the floors. But for spot cleaning in between, this is gonna be perfect, hopefully. I'm excited. As you can see, my floors are wood look and this is throughout the downstairs. I have 3 area rugs. That one over there, there's one in the living room, and then there's one right here behind me. And I'm hoping that this guy will help me keep up the floors. All right, so what is in the box? We've got looks like a owner's manual right here. So I got a remote, like a brush cleaner, the actual vacuum. Looks like a docking station, power cords, a filter. All right, so let's get everything out of the packaging and I will come back when it's all set up. Okay, so it doesn't come with the little brushes attached, so all you have to do is just snap them on like so, and you want to hear them click. Let's see. There we go. It has some stickers and stuff that you need to take off of it. And then you want to hit the power switch, which I already did. It made a little beeping sound. And now we want to set up the dock and the power thingy. So inside this little packet thing is a little welcome thing that tells you about what's in here. There is a quick start guide. I did read over this, and basically it shows how to snap everything on, how to set up the dock. It needs to be fully against the wall. It tells you about the perimeter that it suggests around it. You plug it in, and we need to let it charge. So I do have it over there. It is charging. It was super easy. On the underneath side, there's 2 little like metal things, and you just line them up with that, and it just beeps whenever you have it properly seated on the charger. And then according to the owner's manual, the orange breathing light is how you know that it's charging. So inside the box, it does come with some cable ties if you need to put anything away, some extra little brush head things, a cleaning tool, an extra filter, and the remote, as well as batteries, which I've got all set up. This one is actually not a smart Robo Vac, so you can't like use your phone. You actually have to use the remote. So all the buttons on here were explained in the owner's manual. I definitely suggest reading your owner's manual. I know a lot of people don't, but I did read it cover to cover. And it basically just tells you like the proper care and maintenance, how often do you need to clean the thing, how long. It doesn't say how long it needed to charge, but it does say that you need to let it fully charge before you run its first cycle. So far, I'm really happy with it. It was really easy to put together, and I'm excited to see how it does on its first clean. So this is a spot clean function. You can just put it on top of what you want it to clean and press the spot clean button. and it'll spin around in like a small circle and bigger and bigger and bigger. It'll run for 30 minutes or until you stop it.
They said it had a bunch of crap in it.
And now it's charging. Okay, it's the next morning after the first use, and because we ran it last night, and so we're gonna take it over here, ignore my totally full trash can, and we're gonna see how it did. So this is how, right here on the back is a little blue place where you can put your thumb, and you just click it and it'll slide right out. And this is where it traps everything as well as all of the filters. Oh boy. Oh, that's full. Okay, we can see inside of there that it definitely needs to be cleaned out from there, so I'm gonna do that as well. But first let's empty this. So it picked up a lot. Wow, that's really good and really gross. And there's the filters that you can just like brush off after each use. So I did check this little filter right here. It still looks good, as well as in there still looks pretty good. So let's just shut that. Clean inside here. It's hard to do this one-handed, so let me put the camera down and clean this out. Now that I've used my Robo Vac 2 times, let's talk about the pros and cons and what my first impressions are. The first initial charge took a few hours, so you do need to be prepared for that. Like once you have it set up, you do need to let it charge for a little bit. The instructions say that you should have an area around it, 6 feet in front of it and 3 feet on either side. But as you can see, I currently have our kitchen table right here. It's not going to permanently stay here. It's just part of the Christmas situation that we've got going on. It did fine navigating around that. I was a little concerned about our rug over here. This one by our back door. Because on a regular vacuum cleaner, we actually have problems with it. I can't vacuum that with a regular vacuum cleaner. So it's a very lightweight, like cheap rug. Dirt literally falls through it. I mostly use it to try to keep the dirt at the door and not spread out so much throughout the home. And so I was concerned with how the vacuum would do with that rug. If it would like get sucked up in it or whatever, but it didn't have any problems. It went right over it, no problems at all. You do have to kind of ready the space for your vacuum cleaner. So I did have to go around and make sure that all of the like dog toys were off the floor. There weren't any cords for it to get like stuck on or anything like that. And then we ran it the first time with us down here, and we noticed that when it went under the Christmas tree, it got stuck. I hadn't seen it. I was hearing it running, but I hadn't seen it in a while. And so we realized that it had actually kind of crawled up the side using the tree skirt. It was actually just kind of like banging up against the Christmas tree, and it was like shaking back and forth. So when we ran it again, the next time we actually blocked off the Christmas tree just using furniture. We put the kennel and like an office chair just to block it off. So it's pretty simple to set up like perimeters just by using like furniture or whatever. Like if you wanted to keep it specifically to a room, you can just put like a cardboard box up or something like that, and it'll just bounce off and stay within the, you know, the perimeter of the room. It was relatively quiet. I did have it on the Boost IQ, which is supposed to be kind of a higher suction, but there's a max suction, like a medium, and then a low. And when it was at max suction, it was kind of loud to be trying to like watch TV in the same room with it, but it wasn't something that was completely distracting like a regular vacuum cleaner. I did really like that it came with 2 replacement like little brush thingies, and that it comes with a replacement filter. And I like how easy it is to clean. You just click the little thumb hole like I was showing y'all earlier and dump it out. And then I just used the little tool that's used for cleaning it, and I got off all of the like hair and stuff like that that was trapped around the brush. It does state in the owner's manual that you should clean it after every use, I believe. And you should replace all of the replaceable parts like every couple of months. And to be honest, I think that that's one of those things where like, I'm sure people probably in the very beginning take really good care of it and clean it after every single use. I definitely found that after those 2 uses, I needed to dump mine. And I think it actually stopped on the second trip. It stopped before it finished, because it was full. It doesn't have a huge capacity, but I feel like in between like your actual like sweeping and vacuuming on your own, this is great for like spot cleaning, definitely. For me, the cons are that this particular model is not a smart device, so I can't just like set it to run using my cell phone. And also, even though it has a remote, the remote doesn't reach very far. Like we wanted to see how far we had to be from it to get it to work. And so we have it right here. We went around the corner and we're on our stairs, which is just right around this corner, and it would not reach. We actually had to come back down the stairs. We tried again just below the stairs. It wouldn't reach. And I think Jonathan had to end up standing in the doorway for the remote control to reach. But I mean, that's not like the end of the world or anything. One final thing that I will say, if you have pets and you have a Robo Vac, make sure that I personally just won't ever use it auto. I can set this to auto run by itself and set a time, and it'll start and stop all on its own. But because I have a dog and accidents happen, I've seen all the things on the internet where it smears the poop around the house, and I really don't want to come home to that or come downstairs to that in the morning. So I'm probably not ever going to use the auto function. I have to make sure that like there's nothing that's going to be, you know, a big disaster whenever I come downstairs. But otherwise, I'm super happy about it. I think it's gonna make my life that much easier. I mean, just like, what is this world becoming? It's like the Jetsons, but without flying cars. If you have a Robo Vac, let me know if you have any tips or tricks that you would like to share with me. I definitely appreciate it. Subscribe if you haven't already. Don't forget to click that thumbs up button, and I will see you guys next time. Bye. Hard-boiled eggs in the air fryer definitely work. Success!
Success!